YouTube. Come on in. I've been wanting to do this video for such a long time, but decorating can take forever. So we've been in our home for a little over a year now, and I'm finally ready. Not like everything is done, but I feel like we really have our style. We have some different things in all of the rooms, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along. I would say our style is a little bit mid-century modern. We moved into an older home and then have done some renovations ourselves and had some help on some of them. So it's kind of a mix of trying to keep the character of the house while still making it our style, and I hope we've done a good job. So what better place to start than in the kitchen? They say the kitchen is the heart of the home, and it's genuinely my favorite room. We actually just finished with this renovation project of adding new countertops and doing the backsplash. The backsplash was a dream of mine, to have something that had character and fun and color, and so we ended up going with this blue stripe. I just wanted something that was like a pop, because obviously we have a lot of white based on our counters and our cabinets. So the cabinets were original to when we bought the house, and we didn't want to have to replace those. So like I said, we went with a simple counter and then a fun backsplash. And it's always been my dream to have open shelvings. These ones are from Urbandy, and they are such high quality. Like the fact that you can have dinner plates and glasses and potted plants and feel comfortable. Like that was my worry, just getting little shelves from Target before, and these ones are absolutely the best quality. And I just love the wood tones with the white and the blue and everything. It just makes me so happy. We still do have a microwave. I feel like most of the houses I loved had like the hood, but I don't know. We still use the microwave a little bit, so it is nice to have. And I think this one especially just looks cohesive with the shelf, and why we kind of wanted to have our shelf like and backsplash line up right to that. And then all the decorations are just mismatched little things. I got this from my friend Rachel. The paintings, a lot of them are actually from Target and look very cute. And then lots of plants, a cookbook that's from my Grammy that's really special to me. So I feel like it's a combination of little things that we've thrifted, either got like eclectic from little stores or were passed down. And I love looking at our shelves and having a mixture of all of our different parts of like our personality. Having a big sink with a garbage disposal is something that I think I'll always have to have, because I'm kind of a freak about doing dishes. We went with the brushed gold for our faucet, and we are kind of considering doing the brushed gold on the hardware, but we kind of have a mix of that sterling silver and brushed gold, so we can kind of take it as it comes. Like I said, we had contractors do some of the work on our house who we've absolutely loved, and that was the past few things. But when we first moved in, Josh and I actually did all of the projects in here. And there was a wall that came out right to where I'm standing, a full wall with like cabinets. And it was my least favorite thing about the house probably, is that I hated how closed off the kitchen felt to the dining room. And I just wanted to have something that felt nice and open and airy. So Josh actually learned how to take out a wall and move the electrical panel. So we smoothed that over and made this our bar area by taking those upper cabinets off and putting them down. So it's been a work in progress that's been little by little, but I can't believe how different the house feels from like that closed off dark space to now being open and bleeding out into our dining room. It just looks so much better. And with that, that takes us into the dining room. With our home, I wanted to have a big wooden table, and this one has exceeded my expectations. It's from Sunday Furniture. The quality of it's amazing. I love how big and structured the legs are, and the amount of times that we've had at dinners and baking parties and friends over, it just fills my heart that there's already so many memories here, and it's only been a year. I love rounded edges. I figured that out from decorating my home, so the fact that the chairs, the backings of them are rounded, and then they just tuck in really nice. And we have a bench on that side in order to fit like optimal people. So that's kind of the table setup. And I think it just looks so gorgeous that it matches our open shelving. When we first moved in, I thought that I had to have my dining room table right in the middle, because as you can see, that's where the lighting fixture is supposed to be. But with recording videos and having that be a big part of what I do, I loved how the light looked coming in. So I wanted to tuck our dining room over a little bit. So it's a little bit unconventional, but that's why we have kind of the corded light and then it hanging over, so it's centered over our table but still gives breathing room on this side. And then on these corners we have little sconces that bring out the little pops of green that we have in here. So the dining room area is on the left, and then on the right is probably my most used space in the house, and that is our coffee corner. absolutely loved it. Just having a dedicated space. I feel like in some houses people have like bar areas, but I knew that coffee was something that I just needed to have. So we have the full setup. We have the espresso machine, the coffee machine. I love the little hanging mugs. I'm pretty sure this little hanging thing is just from Target. So again, just an eclectic little pop of different things that I've thrifted or we've gotten on Amazon. And then I did a little video about making an at-home cafe, and Josh drew me this sign. And it's been hanging there ever since, because once we put it up, I just felt like that worked in the space so much. So who knows if that will stay, but I kind of love seeing it every day or having it in the back of things. And then the cabinet that it's on was a hunt, because it is difficult to find cabinets that come up to like a hip height instead of being like a entertainment console that comes lower. So this one is on Wayfair, and I've been very surprised with how high quality it is, how much it fits, and then the drawers in here just can hold all of that coffee and mugs and everything. So this space is highly used and highly loved. As you can probably tell from all the plants we have in our home, we love plants and we love nature. So the fact that it goes from the kitchen and the dining room right outside is one of the best things about the house. I spend a lot of time in our screen and porch area, and once we got a rug and little furniture to sit out here, I have coffees, I hang out with friends, I have pool days, and then get some shade in here. It is such a lovely place to hang out, and it is so special to my heart to be able to have outdoor spaces that feel comfortable. Maybe not in the Florida summer because it is very hot out here, but pretty much all of the other seasons I spend a lot of time out here. The furniture surprisingly is from Home Depot, and it's been very durable. We've had it for maybe 6 months now, and I love the way that it looks. I love the way that it feels, and sitting out here, and you can take the covers off, and it came with like this little coffee table as well. And then our rug is an outdoor rug from Ruggable. It is so cute. I love that it has hints of green and that terracotta color, so it kind of feels like the natural nature feel while you're still out here, and I love how it all came together. When buying the house, one of my major selling points of feeling confident to move forward was the fact that it has a pool. Especially being in Florida, I go out into our pool pretty much every single day. Our outdoor area has, wow, that is bright. Our outdoor area has a lot of decking going on, and the people here before us did this geometric pattern, which isn't our favorite, but we're kind of leaving it for now because doing anything outside and in landscaping is very expensive. So down the line, we'll probably change that, but we've kind of embraced it for like a fun feel. And the decking area allows us to have some nice patio furniture. These ones are just from IKEA, and it honestly took me a long time before buying loungers, which this has been a game changer for hanging out at the pool. I love having seating, and especially anything that has that wood element I think is so nice. We have a few more seating areas. This is actually original to our apartment, and it's from TJ Maxx, so it definitely needs to be replaced soon, but it is nice to have seating here, seating in the screen and porch, those lounge chairs, some other little chairs around, because our main thing for our backyard is to host lots of people. So when we have lots of people over, it's nice to have seats for them all. While the pool and the decking is majority of where we spend our time, we do still have a grass area, and I love that. Actually, for my birthday this past year, Josh built this whole little area that has string lights so we could set up tables and chairs and have the cutest hibachi dinner. So I love having the functionality of having some grass area, especially when like my friends' kids come and play here, and then also the pool and the deck. Feels like a nice combination of a little bit of everything. And we will call this the Josh corner because it has his grill, which I do benefit from. He makes an amazing steak on the grill, and some pool cleaning supplies because he's the one who cleans the pool. So the Josh corner is over here. But we still have so much left of the house to see, so we can't spend all of our time outside, even if that's where I would prefer to be. Then we'll make our way into the living room. This has one of my favorite features of the house, and it is our stone wall. When we first moved in, I remember saying the living room was my least favorite place. We had very dark flooring, and the stone was like an orangey stone color, and it just was not the vibe. So Josh and I actually DIY'd that ourselves, and we re-grouted and did lime wash, and it turned out better than we even expected. It definitely was a scary process, but looking how it all came together now and just brighten up the room, it makes me so happy that we decided to do that. And then probably our favorite house purchase has been the frame TV. So it's the Samsung frame, and then we got this frame to go around it, which I'll link in the description. This is from Home Goods, the entertainment center. We may replace that, but it does the job for now. And then lots of plants per their plant father, which is my husband. This little chair is actually a Facebook Marketplace find, and it is so cute. I love the character it has while still being like neutral. And then the end table is just a little Target find, but I found that if I want to sit in a little chair, I want to have a place to put my drink, to read a book, like I want to have something that I can set down. So this is a great piece to have, especially for hosting. People always love to sit in the accent chairs. Speaking of accent chairs, this one we've had from all the way back in the apartment, and the color blue is just perfect. As you can tell from lots of things in this house, we love blue. This one is from Urban Outfitters, and it's very comfortable. It's a crowd favorite. You can kind of sink into it. And I feel like it adds the nice pop of color since our other furniture in here is pretty neutral. I don't know though, this may win for the best purchase because it is our Anthropologie mirror, and the amount of times you probably see me like this if you follow me of taking a mirror selfie with myself, my outfit, my friends. We get so many compliments on this. Even last week when my Grammy came, she was like, where do you find a mirror this big? So it has a pretty price tag, but we got it on sale, and I genuinely could not imagine our living room without this piece in it. It makes it so bright, so open, and yeah, I just love the big mirror. Then we have our most used piece of furniture, and that is our couch. We actually recently replaced this one. We had a cheaper version from City Furniture and just lost a lot of its integrity along the way. So we got this one from Six Penny, and the quality of it is amazing. It has like memory foam and the feathers, so it kind of keeps some of that integrity when you're sitting down. It doesn't hurt your back while still giving that like slouchy, comfy feel. So it is huge. We can sit on the couch with like all of our friends here, me and Josh, the ottoman. It just can fit a lot of people, and I love that because, as I've been saying, hosting is our favorite thing. Then we have our coffee table, and this was a simple little IKEA find that Josh and I were both like, well, you know, it works for now, and we got that when we first got married 3.5 years ago. So this coffee table has been through it all. We eat almost every meal here. The quality of it is great. I love the wood tones, and I just feel like it fits perfect in the space, so I don't see us replacing that anytime soon. Up here we have our mantle, and it's travertine, so I love the natural stone of this. But this photo is actually from our wedding videographer, and she sold these prints and actually took this photo the same time that Josh and I were there in Europe. So I feel like it's cool. We're probably not on that beach, definitely not, but I like to imagine that maybe Josh and I are there. And then this piece of art is very special because it was our first trip to Paris, and we wanted to visit this cafe. Ended up taking it from the table. We asked the waiter if we could. Rolled it up, we had it over in our coffee corner in the apartment, and knew that it needed to find a place in our home as well. These little sconces were a find on Wayfair, and we get so many compliments on them. I love the little bulb fixture. And then just some more thrifted pieces, or this little guy from Anthropologie that I thought just looked cute. I love this section over here because it is the bookshelf, and now that I'm a Kindle girl, I do a lot more ebooks. But I love having my devotionals, my Bible, and then some books that I just can't part with. So it's very important to me to have some sort of bookshelf in the house, and so this is where ours resides right now. From the living room, we're gonna head into the guest wing of the house, and that's our guest bathroom and guest bedroom. The guest bathroom was just renovated, and it looks so good. We wanted to go with a little bit of a green and gold theme in here, and the shower tiles that we picked are just chef's kiss. They are so gorgeous. We've already gotten so many compliments when we've sent pictures to our friends and family, but I love how they have a little bit of a different lighting and texture in each of the tiles. It makes it feel really unique. And then the brushed gold fixtures and faucets in here, I just love how that looks against the green. We decided to do shiplap halfway up the wall so that it could leave us a little space if we wanted to paint the rest of the walls green or add a wallpaper, which I'm trying to convince Josh that we should add a wallpaper because I think it would look really, really cute. And then the cabinet area, same cabinets that we had original when we bought the house, and then replace the countertops to the same ones that are upstairs and in our kitchen. And for here, I wanted that brushed gold look, so we have that for the faucet and the mirror, which I think is just super cute. Now onto the guest room. The afternoon light that comes into the guest bedroom is so beautiful, and it looks out into the pool, so I have a special place in my heart for this room. Josh and I used to have a queen bed, and we decided to put that down here when we upgraded to a king. So these sheets are actually from Dairy Boy, and they are so comfortable. I love how like cute and cottagey it looks down here. The bed is from IKEA, and then we just put this little end table from World Market. But we still have a little bit of work to do in this room down here. It's definitely not exactly to where we want it to be. I'd love to get some artwork on the walls and do some different things in here, but we host so frequently, so it has been very nice to have a guest room. I know that's kind of controversial of if you should have one or not, but we use it all the time, and I really love being able to host and have a bed for people when they come stay. Not like anything is finalized in here, but I like to have this table just for getting ready space because, you know, when I have the girls over, and then I leave some products down here. The mirror and the end table is from Target, so just some cute, simple furniture in order to make it feel a little more homey. Now, if we leave this place in the house, we'll go through the living room and then up the stairs to where our bedroom is. One thing to know is that Josh actually built this stair banister because we could not find a wooden banister online that was kind of the style we wanted it to be. So this was quite the project because, as you can see, it is very long, and I'm just so proud of him because that was a cool touch. And for what I hope is the coziest room is our master bedroom. The highlight of this room to me is the closet doors because they were built by Josh. Before, we just had kind of those like accordion doors, and they were so dirty, so dusty. The paint was chipped on them, hard to clean, just like not it. So when we took them down, we just had exposed closets for a while, which was even worse than the accordion doors. But I love the pop of color that the blue brings. It like definitely ties this room together, and I think it looks so good. When we first got married, we had a queen bed, and then when we moved into this house, we were like, nope, it's time to upgrade to a king. And it has been so nice. Our bedding is all from Piglet and Bed, and again with that blue color, I just feel like it ties into all of the different elements of this room. These photos on the wall are from Mix Tiles, and Esther, who's like a photographer who did these photos for us in Hawaii, they're our favorite ever. I like that they're us up there, so it makes it personal, but it feels moody, it feels kind of elegant, and that's what I wanted for bedroom photos for them. Like, you almost couldn't quite tell it was us. And the best thing about these is that they have a little magnet on them, so you can just pull them off and stick them right back on, which is very cool. This little corner over here gave us a run for our money because it's very hard to style things of like a very small space. But this chair is from Sunday Furniture. I love how small it is. It makes it perfect for a little bedroom chair. And honestly, I think my friends have sat here when we're going through my closet, so that's nice to have. This is a film photo that we took in Italy, so I love that that has a personal touch to it. And then of course more plants, which Josh got these little plant clips on that, so it can kind of spread over the wall, which I think is a cool touch. And this mirror is from Urban Outfitters, and it ties in that whole like wood paneling look, and it's the oval, so it kind of goes together with our closet doors on either side, and I think that makes the whole room look very cohesive. I never grew up with a TV in the bedroom, and so as an adult it feels like a guilty pleasure to have a TV in our bedroom, but obviously, as you can tell from this space, there's not really room to put a TV, and we have our big window that faces our bed until Josh gave me this idea. Dun, da, da, da. That's pretty freaking cool. We just got them out from Amazon, and then it's a pretty affordable Roku TV, so it seems like such a luxurious touch, but it actually was quite affordable for what we got. And from the bedroom to now maybe my favorite room in the house. I think I'm saying that about all of our rooms. This was part of the recent renovation projects that we had, and this feels like a love project. Josh and I kept talking with how much we loved that color blue in our bedroom that we wanted to tie that into the bathroom in a very fun way. And that is with our bathroom tiles. So not only did we want to put these gorgeous blue bathroom tiles in our shower, but then we had the idea to pull it out into the bathroom so it comes halfway up the walls. This is a very like vintage thing I've noticed from a lot of older homes have this, and I think it is just the cutest thing ever. So when you first walk in the bathroom, we have the double vanity, and having two sinks is life-changing. I feel like I could never go back because brushing our teeth, washing our face, it's nice to have our own space. And the mirror was something that we hunted for a long time because with filming things, I wanted to have the lighting nice. So it is very cool that you can change the different lighting on there to whatever you want it to look like. The cabinets and the countertops are the same as our downstairs bathroom and in our kitchen, so keeping it pretty simple there, and then having the brushed gold for the different fixtures. Now for the highlight of this entire bathroom, and we actually didn't renovate this to make it a mega shower. The people here before us did, but I think they DIY'd some things, and there were definitely some missing components, not only just what you could see with your eyes, but like a little warped in the floor, a little bit questionable. So we knew that as the homeowners, we were going to have to redo it, but I wasn't expecting it to look this beautiful. Like I said, the dream was to have these blue tiles, and the texture and the differing of like the colors on it make it so stunning. I feel like it's the perfect touch of pigmented blue while not being like too in your face. And then the shower floor, my first initial design was to do stripes. I thought that that would look so beautiful, but we couldn't find any striped tile that were rated for shower floors and that I liked. So when I saw these floors, I was absolutely floored, you could say, that I think it tied in with the blue on the walls so well, and it's very cutesy. So once I got Josh to agree that it was fine to have it and it wasn't too girly, we went with this one, and I couldn't be happier. We have the same brushed gold for the shower head and the different faucets in here, and we actually went a little bit higher than standard because Josh is 6'2", so I think he still does come pretty close to under the shower head, but it was a good thing that we raised it a little bit. Another touch is that I wanted to have the floor tile in the back of this little cubby in here, because can you imagine all the cute little products that you can set up, and then it will just look chef's kiss. And like I said, we call this mega shower because it is huge. So we have shower heads on both sides, and that is absolutely iconic. I love showering here because you have so much space. Another thing that we're getting done is our windows and the whole house. But again, like I was saying, I didn't want to wait for that to be done because it could be months, and I keep putting off filming this house tour. So I just wanted to get it up and be able to capture our home in all of its beauty with where it's at right now. So this window will be replaced, but she looks cute for now. For this project, we had contractors do it, but I had no idea the mental load of designing something would take onto you, and really kudos to interior designers and everything, because something that I've said is that if you want to keep everything very minimal, do white and wood, you know it's gonna look good, but anytime you introduce color, it can look really amazing or really scary. So doing this whole project, I had my fingers crossed until it was finished that it was gonna look good, and I could not be happier with the results. I think it came out amazing. Now we're heading into my office, which is very unfinished and kind of the reason why I wanted to wait to do the home tour, but I just decided it is what it is for now, and it's still a work in progress. I have a lot of clothes, so I have my dresser in here that has all of the different jewelry that I wear, and so this is kind of my like getting ready station, and I also am able to like film videos facing this way. The rug is from Ruggable, and I like that it has little pops of pink and green in it. And then these closet doors are just like the ones in our bedroom that Josh built, but we painted them green in here to have a little bit of a different theme, and then the trim being that terracotta color, which I think ties in the rug and just different elements in the room and looks very cute. And as for the unfinished business, this is where I sit and do a lot of my TikToks and videos. So it is very unfinished looking, and eventually I want to get a cute desk, but it's like, it has to be low enough. I want it to be kind of skinny and smaller. So like I said, we have a little bit of a ways to go, but I wanted to give you a grasp and have a little bit of reality that my house tour does include some projects that will come in the future, and it's definitely not all the way there. And then after my office, we have Josh's office right next door. It also follows that similar green theme, and his closet doors have that fun touch as well. This is where all of the magic happens for YouTube, especially since Josh, as some of you guys probably know, that he edits all the videos. So this is his workspace, and it's very boy to me. I don't know, something about the Legos and the clone, and honestly, his office, it has a nice feel of being like boy meets man meets office space, I guess. But I like how eclectic the things are on the shelf, and his main photo that's up here is a film photo he took of me from the back from in Italy. So I thought that that was a cool personal touch into all of the little knickknacks that are on here. And then like I was saying, it has that same similar feel with the closet doors, but he kind of kept the ones that were here already and then made these with the rattan fabric and this colored green that just looks very cute. So this is Josh's closet and where he keeps all of his clothes, which it's a pretty deep closet, but still I get the closets in our room, and he gets the one in his office here. He definitely gets to keep a lot of stuff in here, like all of the camera equipment, the drone, and then little hobby things like a guitar, for instance. So I like that he kind of has this room to have all of his random little stuff and hobbies because it keeps it nice and organized. And that concludes the home tour of our Florida beach bungalow, is what I like to call it, with all of our little design touches and everything that we've updated. But I look forward to being able to share more of these home projects with you. And like I said, we're definitely not done. So make sure that you stay tuned on all of the vlogs and stuff to keep up with everything we're doing to the house and in life. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching and following along. Love you guys.